everybody. So today for math, we are going to take our study of decimals one step further, and we're going to be comparing decimals to 1/2. So yesterday we talked about how you can determine a value of these visuals by just counting and seeing how many pieces there are. So in this flat right here, we know that there are 100 total pieces. And this rod right here, we know that there are 10 pieces. And over here, this little cube, we know is just one. There we go. It's one. So when we talk about these pieces, it's very, very important that we know what they mean. So in my video yesterday, I talked about how this flat is considered one whole. This technically, this rod, we know that we need 10 of those to equal one whole. So we can also say that this one is actually equal to 1/10 in fractions and also 1/10 in decimals. Sorry, my zeros are not showing up. Those values are the exact same thing. 1/10, 1/10, and 1/10 right here. They equal the same thing. Same goes for this cube right here. We know that in order to equal one of these wholes, we need 100 of them. So this piece is actually considered 1/100th. And then to write that in decimals, it would actually be 0.01 because this second place over here is actually considered the 100th place. This one right here, right closest one to the decimal point on the right side is the 10th place. That's kind of how you can tell a difference between them. So today your job is going to be to compare different values to 1/2. Well, how do we know what 1/2 is in this case? We know that this flat is made up of 100 pieces. I'm going to write that one more time. Is 100 pieces, and that is equal to 1. We know that everything, here's my big decimal point, on this side of the decimal to the right side is less than 1. So everything, we have our decimal point right here. I'm going to make it black. There we go. Our decimal point right here, everything on this side of it to the right is less than 1. That's just what we have that's either not quite to 1 or like left over. Everything on this side of the decimal point is 1 or more. So everything over to the right, the left side over here is how many wholes are there? How many flats do we have? So if you don't have anything that equals one whole or 100 pieces, you're not going to have anything over here to the left side of the decimal. Everything is going to be on the right. So going back to my question, how do I know that what's 1/2? Well, if this whole thing is 100 pieces, super easy. What is 1/2 of 100? Let's just outline it really quick. That's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 flats. Let's bring this over here. Let's just compare them. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. There we go. And we know that if we have 5 of these rods, we know that each of those is 10. If we have 5 of them, then we have 50. But is this one whole yet? Have we reached one whole? No, we haven't. So we can't put the decimal over here. Our decimal has to go right here before the 5. So when you are comparing your fractions today, 0.5 or 0.50 or 50 hundredths is equal to 1/2. Also think about it this way. We know that 50 over 100, an equivalent fraction of that is 1/2. So you're going to write is whatever numbers you're comparing. Is it less than, greater than, or equal to 1/2 or 0.50 or in decimals for reading it, 50 hundredths. Good luck, guys.